The concept of the song actually probably started back in 1978 when I was a firefighter for the Stanilaus National Forest. And I started out in Basic 32 Fire School and spent my career with the Forest Service, which was 15 seasons. Actually, besides working in many different trades in the Forest Service, I was a firefighter, engine crew, I was a fire patrolman, fire lookout. So the seeds of this song were planted way back in the beginning, probably when I became aware of fires in general on the Plumas. But the song was actually just written recently, and I tried to develop a lot of concepts in the song. It's talking about the past and the present, about the sacrifices made. Also, this video is in conjunction with the Forest Service. They're celebrating their centennial, their 100-year anniversary this year. And I wanted to honor men and women who have risked their lives fighting fire. One thing poignant about the song is at the very end of the song we are mentioning some of the most tragic fires that claimed Forest Service lives.
The Great Idaho Fire, the Man Gulch, the Wenatchee, the Cody, the South Canyon, the 30 Mile, the Kramer.
The song is very serious in nature, and I talk about how fire develops, sometimes by arsons, by careless folks, by lightning itself, which causes many of our national forest fires. Then I wanted to talk a little bit about the people who put the fire out. They come from the colleges, trade schools, working class, usually the middle class folks, and they usually do it seasonally. They might spend 5, maybe 10 years, and then they go off and work in other fields. And also I wanted to talk about the specialty groups that put out fires, the hot shots, the helitat crew, the engine crews that were here today, as well as just the 20-man crews that are made of people who are forest rangers, timber folks, archaeology. In the Forest Service, when there's a fire that breaks out, everybody grabs shovels, put on the Nomex, and they go out and fight the fire. So it's a responsibility of all Forest Service employees to do that. And so that's what I tried to capture in the lyrics of the song. And at the very end, then I talk about the sacrifice of those people who had died in some of the more tragic fires, all the way in its 100 years history from the beginning to the present day. So that's kind of the concept.
Picked this area because you can see all the twisted hulks of trees that have been burned down. The sort of thing we don't want to waste our valuable forest land, and you can see the devastating effects of a forest fire around it. It's a good setting for the song.
Well, as a public affairs officer for the Stanilaus National Forest, I help coordinate getting our fire crews up here and making some suggestions on realistic type of shots in a fire situation, and working with the camera crew and setting up a few of the fire scenes, and people bringing in equipment and doing some tilling on the soil and putting out fire. And right here. Okay, kind of where this side of it. There you go. And come up closer to it. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Cool. Thanks, guys. Well, our good friend Patrick Karnahan has been working with us on our centennial event that we're going to have next October 15th, and he was putting some questions to me about wanting to do a music video, and you know how it happens, you start brainstorming, and next thing you know, you come up with a lot of great ideas, and one thing led to another. We had a fire here on the forest last year, and so the scene was realistic and honest, and these crews, as a matter of fact, the one that we used here, came to fight this very fire.
This has been great, out in the middle of a burned out forest, and watching them start a fire and put it out. It's very educational. Also, playing music out here, it's a lot of fun, because you know, how many people can say they played songs out in a burned out forest? So anyway, pretty amazing though how fast Mother Nature makes things come back, because it looks like pretty green out here. It looks like it's coming back slowly but surely.
Every band member had a part to play in this music video, and it's all celebrating the honor of the Forest Service firefighter for the last 100 years, and that's why we put this together.